the hinterlands. You know, us New Yorkers. I really believe the New Yorker cover that, you know, where the after the Hudson River, it's New Jersey and then San Francisco and nothing in between. But you get out there, like Kansas City is like 4 hours from St. Louis and 3 hours from Oklahoma City and 6 hours from Denver, Colorado. I mean, there's a whole network of associations and relationships. It's an amazing place. It's really incredible. Well, I read this thing because I think, well, it's the Bible Belt, you know, and it's the home of... Well, it's the home of John Brown, a lot of radicalism, but it's also the home of this terrible conservatism. So I wrote this Belt Buckles and Bibles poem thinking I was going to get in trouble for it, but all the people who came to the reading kind of went with it and said, yeah, man, you're right about this. So Belt Buckles and Bibles. Johnny Chisholm wandered clear across the high prairie, selling Bibles and belt buckles. It was a long time ago. He was not a preaching man, no sir, just a fellow like you or me trying to make his way through this lonesome world and do a service to society and feed a family besides. But hell's bells could that boy sell. 6 months into that little operation of his, the sun rose and fell on Johnny Chisholm's buckles and danced from belt to belt across the high prairie to the state line in fine or stormy weather. One time he sold a half a dozen Bibles to some chickens, and soon after that, there was a rebirth of faith and decent expectations in every town and crossroads in the county, and the commutation of naked souls was back on the table, because as we all know, there's only two things a man needs if he aims to please his wife and maintain his dignity: a belt buckle and a Bible. Anyhow, whether you agree with what Johnny Chisholm was selling or not, it just didn't seem to pay no mind to the people of the state. A healthy dose of free enterprise and an ample supply of natural charm was all we ever seemed to need or was looking for. And ever since that boy walked out into this world, the farmers and the cattlemen, the bankers and the townfolk of this great land has had two things that they can agree on, stand up for, praise on Sunday, and hang their hats on. Not to mention keep their britches up with in a dust storm or during state or local election. That is Bibles and belt buckles.